You are listening to the Spine Whisperers podcast. Please know that our doctors are here to only educate, not diagnose on this podcast. If you have any questions, please feel free to find us at www.mfwellness.org. Welcome to Midwest Family Wellness Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking to Kori, our one and only massage therapist. We've tried to add people to help support her in her
They can't live up to her her height. And they're like, okay, I give up. I can't be like Kori. So.
Kori working today? Yeah, she's working, but she's booked out till August. So even the people that work here that get regular massage, we're on the back end because so many patients. We've talked too much about her. It's too intense right now.
It's all a good thing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Other than Dr. Matt wants to get in for massage and he's frustrated.
True point.
September.
True point.
I'm in beginning of August, I think. End of July. No, August sometime, I think.
We're almost at the end of July already.
Oh. So, well, there you go. Kori has a very busy schedule, which we absolutely love and appreciate that. But she also has one or two children, and she is really involved in what they do, soccer in particularly.
Yes.
And she is married, has a husband, has a couple dogs.
I feel like you're giving her origin story.
Yeah, I'm just setting her up so that she doesn't.
She can give the rest.
Yeah.
She can. Okay.
So I'm planting the good groundwork.
Putting the layout for the outline of my lifetime.
Well, yes.
Okay.
I feel like
all good.
Yeah. So, how did you get interested into massage?
Story from back in high school, actually. I was with my aunt, actually introduced it to me. She was kind of that kooky lady that did all the extra stuff that everybody was kind of like, oh, I'm not sure. She had purple hair and such. And so she lived in Oklahoma, and I'd go out there and help watch my cousin, while she was working and stuff for a few weeks at a time. And she's like, hey, let's go get a massage. I know this really great lady, and she works in the building. She happened to work in a cancer treatment center. And so I was like, okay. My aunt did not have cancer, but she just knew the therapist. Mm-hmm. So went in, and it was amazing. And I was like, oh, this is pretty awesome. Maybe this is more what I want versus physical therapy. Mm-hmm. I like the alternative healing parts of it. I like being able to touch people's lives, especially when they're going through something like cancer, taking that stress away and just being able to soothe them and help them through that process. So I kind of pushed physical therapy to the side and thought I'll give it a year because that's how the schooling went. If I don't like it, I'll go back. And I've been doing it for 22 years.
You opened your own spa in Illinois?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us just a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I worked independently for, I guess, a couple of different owners of spas for a couple of years. And in 2006, I opened with a business partner, just she and I, a small day spa in Illinois. And she was the esthetician, I was the massage therapist, and we filled in the blanks for each other. It was successful, still is successful. I stepped out after 13 years. COVID was the time for me to take that break after especially moving to Missouri and trying to take that time with my kids being virtual learning. It was too much. So I wasn't being a good owner. I wasn't giving my clients all that they needed. So it was the right time for me to step out and commit more time to you guys.
And we're so very grateful. I don't know how we happened to meet or how we got a hold of your name or if it was just like an interview or how you came to be part of a...
It was all part of the higher plan, I believe, because we were in the middle of looking for moving. Cottleville was the place we were trying to move to. We loved Cottleville, and I got my Missouri license 13 years outside of school with 3 children, testing out over a national exam, which was crazy that I was able to go back and do that. And then I was like, well, see how it works out and try to get to know the area where we want to actually live. And I saw it on Craigslist, interviewed, and picked up a day a week, and been with you guys for 8 years.
You also picked up a special degree in myofascial work, right?
Yeah, so fascia manipulation.
Okay,
Yeah.
Fascial
So
manipulation.
it was an extra course. It was very intense. I follow it, but I don't follow the specific protocol, but I integrate it into what I do now. They have a very specific point protocol that was more than what I felt was what my calling was to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I do integrate the fascial manipulation within that is following kind of the history line of the injuries that are causing restrictions throughout the rest of the body. So it's almost fine-tuning, pinpointing, working inch by inch to get that stuff released.
The intimate knowledge of someone's body and the injuries that occur there and stay there that don't get fixed. So that's super huge, especially if, you're getting adjusted as well, reducing those subluxations, and now those muscles won't let go, and there's an injury there that's been chronically messing with your system. One of the coolest things is, one, to hear about how many people you've helped, but also being on the receiving end of massages. Because I know that the times that I've spent getting massaged have been absolutely fantastic. And the care that you take when you're doing the massage, always like, pressure okay? Is everything going okay? Most of the time I'm sleeping.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
That means you're actually surrendering.
Yeah. But you do such a great job.
Thank you.
Dr. Brad, she's worked on Katie, right?
Yeah, my daughter Katie, who's played a lot of different sports over the years. Towards the end here, she's settled on softball, and so actually in a month she's going to be going to play college softball, which reminds me I should probably get her in.
Yes.
With the schedule being the way it is, I should look at that, get her a massage.
We'll get it figured out. So.
But yeah, she's someone who's really benefited from massage, not just the athletic parts of it, but also being a teenager. The stresses that go along with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of like that segment of like where massage is for everybody. Massage is helpful in so many different aspects. Mental health, just letting yourself have a minute, because we don't do that. The muscle recovery, the athletic stuff, the lymphatic system, just trying to keep you from being sick, because people that are in a regular routine tend to not be so susceptible to some regular sicknesses and stuff like that. So circulation, it's great for diabetics, it's great for infants, it's great for older people. We have a 90-some-odd-year-old gentleman that I see. Just the therapeutic touch, just touching somebody, good positive human touch is huge for so many people and is so important in everybody's aspect.
We had a patient in yesterday, and Dr. Drum was working on a pregnant lady. Mm-hmm. The person I was working on was like, oh, what are those kids doing here? Are they going to get adjusted? Like, she was not afraid, but maybe didn't know the whole story.
Yes.
And so I took time to explain to her, Dr. Drum, we all can do it, but Dr. Drum specializes in adjusting pregnant women and the pediatric population, because there's a lot of parents and people out there that aren't as informed or don't know where to go, or they're reading stuff but they're getting the wrong information. And I think that those views about chiropractic also apply to massage therapy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think people think that you have to build up all this trauma for years and all the not only physical but mental, emotional before you can seek out chiropractic or massage. And really,
that massage itself is even like a luxury item.
Yes,
it totally can be a luxury item, but it's not just about that part, and it should be. And that's why I think that we try to keep our prices affordable so that it can be used by everybody. And also we have the different programs that help, like say thank you for coming in regularly too, because in works you towards a free one, which without like being committed to a package that so many big box places do. And without that unpersonal touch, we have a personal touch here, I believe.
One of the things that you're talking about right now is obviously it's not here anymore, but the Mother's Day month special, which a lot of people take advantage of that and buy, packages, whether it's 12 massages, 9 massages, a 3-pack. And they get so excited that we remind them. It's like, oh, I have to do that. I got to do that. And they're like, yeah, I got those 3 massages booked already.
Yep. Well, and even on those times when we don't have those specials, we do have a loyalty card that we mark each time, so it just works you towards a free one after your 10th one.
And I know a lot of people are excited to get our birthday cards too, because on the bottom of the birthday cards that we send our patients, there's a discounted massage. So I know some people are like, oh, I got my birthday card.
Gotta bring that in. Gotta bring that in.
Yep.
The event that's going on this week, we touched on it a little bit, but it's massages for every body.
Yes.
And that just basically details everyone should be focused on personal care, making sure your body's in good working order, and if it's not, have somebody help you out.
Yeah. And take time for yourself, and maybe you're looking towards doing massage because there's a need for good massage therapists.
That is absolutely accurate.
And I am 22 years in, and I'm not going to be able to do it forever. Hopefully I will, but that's just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe think about starting your own school as well.
Yeah, let's add that to my plate.
Yeah. I know you're bored.
And it has been a consideration of like teaching, but I like the hands-on. I like to be in with people. That's the hard part. I'm the one to be the fixer, I suppose. So.
Right. Understand that.
Yeah. We'll kind of close up now. Kori's got to run and get to a massage. Surprise. But thank you so much for taking time out with us this morning and talking a little bit about your origin story. But thank you for being on the podcast.
Well, thanks for having me, and thanks for making it not as painful as I had it in my head. So.
Oh my gosh. We talked it down. That's great. For myself, for Dr. Brad, for Kori, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
A big thank you goes to Hug Monster Sound for all the hard work they put into making us sound so great.